Children, in our previous class, we learned one exercise from lesson 4, Yuki and the Tsunami. Now, let us discuss about answer these questions. Our first question is, how did Yuki realize that a tsunami was about to hit the village? Can you guess the answer, children? Yes, of course. After the earthquake, the sea had turned black and pulled away from the land. Yuki remembered what his grandfather had said about a tsunami, about how it would follow an earthquake. He recognized the signs and knew that a tsunami was about to hit the village. Now, let us check the second question here. What did the villagers do when they saw the sea water pull back from the shore? I am repeating the question again, children. What did the villagers do when they saw the sea water pull back from the shore? The answer is, the villagers were delighted that the sea had pulled back and revealed a part of the beach they had never been able to see before. They ran down to the beach to collect seashells and string them together. I am repeating the answer again, children. The villagers were delighted that the sea had pulled back and revealed a part of the beach they had never been able to see before. They ran down to the beach to collect seashells and string them together. Now, let us check the third question here. How did Yuki manage to save the villagers? Can you remember how he had managed to save the villagers, children? Yes, of course. Yuki knew he had to find a way to get the villagers to move up the mountain quickly. He took a log of wood from the fire in front of his house and set the rice stacks on fire. All the people, including Yuki and his parents, rushed to the top of the mountain to escape the fire and were thus saved from the tsunami. I am repeating the answer again, children. Yuki knew he had to find a way to get the villagers to move up the mountain quickly. He took a log of wood from the fire in front of his house and set the rice stacks on fire. All the people, including Yuki and his parents, rushed to the top of the mountain to escape the fire and were thus saved from the tsunami. Now, let us get into our next exercise. What is our next exercise? Write true or false. Let us check the first one. Yuki asked his father to tell him about his grandmother. Can you remember? He asked about his grandfather. So, tell me, children, this is true or false? Yes, of course, false. So, we have to note down here false. And now let us check the second one. It was grandfather who taught the villagers to grow rice. Yes, the grandfather only taught the villagers to grow rice. So it is absolutely true. So let us write this true. And now let us check the third one. Yuki's mother wanted him to wash the vegetables. No, the mother wanted to ask him to wash the fruits. So what we have to write here? Tell me, children. Yes, of course, fruits. So this is false. So let us note down it false. And let us check the fourth one here. Yuki set fire to the rice stacks. Yes. So it is again true. Let us note down it. True. And the fifth one, the tsunami swept away the village. Is it true or is it false, children? Of course, it is true. Let us note down true. Let us check the next exercise. Do you think Yuki was a clever boy? Give reasons for your answer. Think and tell me the answer, children. What you are thinking about this boy? Of course, Yuki was an intelligent boy. He correctly remembered what his grandfather had said to him and was able to recognize the signs of the coming tsunami. He acted without wasting any time and quickly thought of a way to get the villagers to a safe place. It was only because of Yuki that the villagers were saved. I am repeating the answer again, children. For this question, do you think Yuki was a clever boy? Give reasons for your answer. The answer is Yuki was an intelligent boy. He correctly remembered what his grandfather had said to him and was able to recognize the signs of the coming tsunami. He acted without wasting any time and quickly thought of a way to get the villagers to a safe place. It was only because Yuki that the villagers were saved. Now let us check our next exercise. Word wise. Fill in the blanks with the correct words from the brackets. They have given two options here. We have to pick up the correct one and we have to fill in this blank. I am going to school dash it rains or not. See, these two words are very similar to listen, but it gives completely different meaning. So which is the correct word we have to choose and we have to fill here. The first one, I am going to school dash it rains or not. Whether it rains or not. Weather means the condition of the environment and WHETHER weather means here we have to use it is raining or not. We have to go to school. This is the complete decision. So we have to choose here which one, children? Weather. So this word should be here. See, now it became a complete meaningful sentence. I am going to school whether it rains or not. Let us check the next one. The next one is, the dash is so lovely, we should go for a picnic. Just now we came to know the condition of the environment here, weather. So, the weather is so lovely, we should go for a picnic. So, which word we have to fill? Of course, WEATHER weather. Let us check the third one here, children. My brother's clothes are dash for me. Loose or loose. Loose or loose. See, these two words are very similar to sound, but these two words gives different meanings. And here lose means not winning. They will lose the game. And here loose means it's not fit. It's very extra measure. And it is extra from your measure. So see here, my brother's clothes are dash for me. Of course, loose. Here, this dress is not fit to him because these clothes are his brother's. So we have to choose loose. Let us fill the word loose here. And the fourth one, I am so worried that our team will dash the match. Here, lose means it's not fit. Lose means not winning the match. Who will not win the match? They will lose the match. So we have to write here lose. See here the sound comes like Z. Some vibration sound like Z. And here SE, it sounds like S. Only S sound. Here Z sound. When you are pronouncing the words, there is no other difference. But it gives, when it comes about the meaning, it gives more difference. Okay, children? Now, let us complete the next one. Everyone dash Karan will dash Fali's invitation. Here, again they have given two similar words, accept, accept. Accept, accept. And when we are pronouncing, there is no other difference. But it's have different meaning. Accept and accept. See, everyone except Karan will accept Fali's invitation. Accept means saying yes. Accept means only this guy will not accept this invitation. So what we have to fill here? Accept means only that guy will never accept whose invitation? Fali's invitation. What he will do? He will not accept. Karan will accept. So we have to fill the word accept. Everyone except Karan will accept Fali's invitation. Who will accept? Everyone will accept. Who will not accept? Only Karan. Now let us check the next exercise. Circle the word in each row that means the same as the word in capitals. See, story, upset, forest, famous. Now we have to circle the word in each row that means the same as the word in capitals. Here they have given the capital words and we have to choose from the options. Okay, children? See, story. Talk, tell, tile. Talk means that is the power from the mouth which will say the feelings from the heart, that is talk. And tale. Tale means it's a moral story, means we can say it as a tale. And tile. Tile means it's a part of your body of the animal. Okay. So which one we have to accept here and we have to circle? Of course, tail. And the next one, upset. Upset here means happy, quite unhappy. If you are not happy, the feeling is called upset. So here we have to circle unhappy. And the next word is forest, field, jungle, trees. Of course, the other name of the forest is jungle. So we have to circle it. And the next one, famous. Famous means well known. The word famous means well known, rich, clever children. Clever means very intelligent. Rich means who is not poor, they are called rich. And here well known. Well known and famous are similar words. So we have to circle the word well known. And let us check our next exercise. Spell right. In this exercise, we have to rearrange the letters to spell these words from the story correctly. Okay, children? Our first word, Faltifes. If you rearrange these letters, you will get the perfect word from the story. I will give you one example. Festival. Festival. So let us rewrite this letter in perfect spelling. Festival. In the same manner, you have to complete the remaining words. And let us check our next exercise. Our next exercise is punctuation. In this punctuation, we have to rearrange the words and add punctuation marks to frame correct sentence. So, here they have given jumbled sentences. We have to rearrange the words from the sentences and we have to add some punctuation marks and then we have to rearrange these sentences perfectly. It's a story of a fox and crow. Do you remember the story, children? You have listened plenty of times, right? The story is what you know. Once a crow and a fox spotted a piece of cheese lying on the ground. The crow flew down and grabbed the cheese before the fox could not reach it. The sly fox decided to trick the crow. He told the crow that his feathers were shiny and glossy. He told the crow that he admired his voice. The crow was very flattered. He opened his mouth to sing in delight. The crow dropped the cheese and the clever fox ran away with it. So this is the story. So you have to rearrange the verse in proper way. Then you have to rewrite the sentence in order. Okay children, let us check the next exercise in our next class. Okay children, until please complete these two exercises. And after this video, I am sending you the second lesson CW part in your class group. Please complete CW part from the lesson 2, The Way to School. After completing that CW part, please recheck with my notes. Then you will never make a mistake. Okay children? Please complete these two exercises along with the CW part. Okay children? You have to fill the CW part with good and neat handwriting. And you can use pen also. Okay children? First, I think you have used pencil. If your writing is good, you can continue with your pen. Okay children? Thank you.